doing well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good today. I feel really good today.
I feel good too. I feel full of energy for
Right?
someone who only had like 5 hours of sleep.
Oh, why? What were you doing? Okay. All right. In other words, mind my business. I
No,
get
I was adulting. We'll
okay.
call it that. I was adulting.
All right. Life be
Yeah.
life. I get it. Okay.
Yes.
Well, I spent most of my weekend packing. But
Mm-hmm.
I got a lot done, so I feel like I am progressing. So I think that's why I kind of feel good today.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are your four kids helping you?
Um, so, um,
Oh.
no,
Okay.
no, I do have help. I do have help. I'm kidding. No, they definitely are doing their part. So
Okay.
we'll
Good.
see how it plays out. I should have
It's
said
gonna
no,
play
they're
out
not
well.
helping me to see what would have happened.
From my
Perspective? Yeah.
No, you don't want that.
I don't want to know.
You
Okay.
don't want to know.
Okay. All right. No
Yeah.
problem. But hi, companions.
Yes, I'm sorry. We forgot you were there for a moment. So sorry.
Great. Welcome back to Crazy Case in a Pod. We're so glad you guys decided to come back and see about us. We know that during the end of our last episode, we talked about having conversations or discussions about technology and how it's changed over the years, and also having like a high work ethic and talking about remote working versus going to the office. But we're going to have to pivot a little bit because we got
Hmm.
such an outpouring of love and responses from our companions that we are going to actually have kind of like a Q&A session almost. Right, Kimmy?
I'm excited for it too. Like these are some good questions. You want to go first? Let's just dive right into it. Let's just dive right into it. Yeah.
All right, so let me pull up the first one. We got a male companion this time.
Ooh.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, so a male companion reached out. He said he is 27 years old. He's actually dating a 50-year-old woman, and he truly loves her, and he can see
Oh,
himself with her long term. They've
wow.
been together for almost a year, and she has two sons that are not much younger than he is. Um, he's been trying to develop a relationship with the sons, but they're not trying to hear it. Not trying to hear it. So,
Huh.
yeah, one of the sons lives with his mom, so the mom is a little apprehensive to have this young dude move in with her. So basically, he wants to know if he should stick it out and see where it goes, or if he should move on before he gets too deeply involved and ends up with a broken heart.
This is
Isn't that-
juicy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So what are your thoughts?
Wow.
Hmm.
Okay, so I believe that age is nothing but a number. I feel like like he's 27, but his mentality may be of a 50 something year old. I'm not calling you an old man, sir, mentally. I'm just saying, you know. But my thing is, I have a question for his 50-year-old's girlfriend.
Hmm.
Like, how would she feel if one of her sons brought home a female her age? You know what I mean? Like, so, I mean, I know that's not the question, but I'm just curious as to know, as to what she would, like, what her
Yeah,
thoughts would be if
yeah,
it was reversed, That's, sir, do your thing. I mean, it all depends on if this is someone you see long term with, like, life is too short, like, rock out, do your thing, follow your heart. I mean, the hopeless romantic in me says, you know, just hold her tight and don't let her go. But I
date
want
them
you to
kids.
do right. But with that being said, like life is too short. So if you feel like her sons being in the picture, especially if one is living with her, if you feel like, his presence is gonna like interrupt your progression in the relationship, then you may want to let it go. You know, you don't want to stick around, and then what if it doesn't work out? That's years and years and years you invested that, you know, you can't get back. So
Yeah.
that's just something you have to sleep on, and you have to do some self evaluation, and you have to sit down with her as well. And maybe even have a conversation with her sons and see, you know, what's up with them. I mean, I wish you the best of luck, and I hope it does work out. Like, if you feel like this is your soulmate, if you feel like this is someone that you do wanna settle down with. But what about you, sir? You don't want to have kids? I mean, I'm not saying that she may not be able to have kids at that age, but you know, you have to think about your future. It's a lot that you have to think about.
Yeah.
You may not want them now, but you may want them 5 years down the line, where in this case, she wouldn't be able to provide you with that. So
Right.
you have a lot of thinking to do, sir.
Yeah.
But we
It's a good
do.
point.
I wish you, my mom wishes you, mom, I was about to cut off. No, I want to hear your side.
Oh,
Ah.
okay. Yeah.
I was like, wait. I was just about to say, hey, we wish you the best. Nuh-uh. Wait, hold that thought.
Yeah.
Ma, what's up?
And we
What are your
do, we
thoughts?
do, like we do wish him the very best. But my thing is,
Yes, for
and
sure.
I don't know, he may have kids already. Like that part he didn't disclose.
Oh,
But
true.
so yeah, so he could have kids, so that might not be a factor. But my thing
Okay.
is, I want him to like have a heart-to-heart conversation with this woman because it could be that he's more into her than she's into him. And the reason why I say that is because, she's older. Like maybe she's not looking for something too serious where, you have a living man, living in the house with you. So, I don't want to say boy toy, but I think that, you know, women, as we get older, sometimes we just want to have a little fun. So it could be, a little bit deeper on his end than it is on her end. So that's something that he needs to find out. Like, does she seriously want to be with him long term, like he sees himself with her?
Very true. And they've been together for years, but you would think they would have
Almost a year.
had
You would
almost a
think.
year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you would think that they've had that conversation, and maybe they have, and maybe she does, maybe she does want to be with him, but she just doesn't want to do the whole move-in thing because her son does live there with her, and, that has to be weird for the son too. Like, your mom dating someone who's just, a few years older than you are. It's a little weird. And I'm not judging, believe me, like, do your thing, honey. Get what you can when you can. So, but I just think that the guy, the companion, needs to, definitely have a conversation because if they're not on the same page with things, then yeah, somebody's gonna get hurt.
Whew. We want to hear back from you.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, we do.
we do.
Like my mom said, definitely it's a conversation that definitely needs to be had, like, and soon, you
Yeah.
know.
But also, too,
So
like you said, like life is too short. So, like, don't put all your eggs in one basket. If it's not going to work out with her, believe me, you're young enough that, you'll find love again. And I
yeah,
don't
for
know
sure.
if this is like, if he just likes older women or if this is just something that just happened to happen. You know what I mean? He found her and it became something more than he thought it would be. I don't know, but it's a good one, and I hope he can figure it out and it works out for him and her.
Yes, most definitely. Stay tuned.
Yeah,
I'm ready. I want to know. I want to know more after you have the conversation, what the consensus turns
yeah,
out
for
to be.
sure. So please
Yeah.
keep us posted, and if we can help in any way, we'll do what we can to help you. But definitely have that conversation, and then get back to us and let us know how things are going.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Many blessings to you. Yeah,
Blessings,
for
blessings upon
sure.
blessings. Yeah.
All right, mom. So I'm gonna read a DM that we received.
Okay.
She's so cute. She goes, "Hey, Kimmy, Chris, and Kimmy. First and foremost, in case you were wondering, I absolutely adore you both. We love you.
Thank you so much.
I'm looking forward to seeing more of your content." So she then goes. Insta saying, I think I'm falling in love with the guy I'm dating, but I don't believe he's falling for me yet. Should I tell him or wait for him to tell me first?
Mm, that's a good one. And the reason why I say it's a good one is because I've always told my girls,
Mm-hmm.
even if you are in love with a man and you're not sure how he feels about you, to hold out. Like
Yep.
you should not love someone more than they love you. Um, I'm not saying that's the best advice to give, but that's just how I see it. Through my experiences, as an older person. But then we sit here and we go, life's too short. Like, don't play games. So like that's a good one. Wow. I would say if she truly thinks he is the one for her, then she should tell him how she feels and then see what his response is. Because maybe he does. He might. Like, he might love her,
Mm-hmm.
but, sometimes, like, we've talked about in the past, sometimes men don't always communicate how we want them to
Mm-hmm.
communicate. So maybe she needs to be the one to kind of break the ice.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
things are so different, like from when I was growing up. You guys have social media, like you can go on all these dating apps and find guys. Like we had to like put in the work back in the day. Like I feel like it's so much easier these days for you guys. I'm not saying it's safer because we got some crazies out there, so you have to be
Mm-hmm.
careful, on those dating apps. But yeah, like we had to. That's why we had to play so many games, like back in the day, because we didn't have all this social media. We didn't have all the things that you guys have. But I would say my advice to her would be to go ahead, let him know how you feel, and with the expectation that he may not feel the same way. Um, and if that's the case, if you feel like you can still be with him knowing that you're in love with him and he may not be in love with you, but don't feel like you can make him love you
Mm-hmm.
because that's hard to do. And you don't want to have to do that anyway. You want it to be organic and natural.
For sure.
Yeah, yeah. What do you say?
Whew. This is a tough cookie. I mean, I would tell him. I would tell him, but I would probably do it in a way to which it's not like too aggressive. Like just ask him, where do you see, yourself with me included, obviously. Where do you see us going in the next year or two? You know what I mean? Because that will pretty much determine whether or not he sees a future with you. And if he's not in love with you now, can he possibly see himself falling in love with you in the future? You know what I mean? Like mid no, I'm sorry.
They do.
Like I have a brother. He tells me things. Like they know. Men know. They know if they can see like a potential future with you. They know.
Mhm.
It's just your character. Certain things they look at. They may not say it to you, but they know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. Does he give you a type of vibe that he may be in love with you at least, even if he doesn't say it? I mean, some men are not vocal, but they may express themselves in other ways, you
Mhm.
know?
Mhm.
And maybe he is in love with you and he feels the same way you do. He
Right.
just doesn't know where your head's at. So he's apprehensive. So I don't know. These are some juicy
They
DMs we got,
are.
Mom.
They are. And I love it.
Tricky, tricky.
And it brings me back to, always, Dad and I. I think I told him, and the advice that I give my girls, but I think I told him that I loved him first.
Really?
I think I did because I was like, I want to know how you're feeling because I know that I'm a good catch. And so if you're not feeling the way I'm feeling, like let me know now because I know how to move on. Like I think that's why I ended up telling him that I loved him, and he did. Like he loved
Wow.
me too, but I'm a little more outgoing than Dad is. especially back then, honey. Back in the day, I was a mess. So I feel like I was just outgoing, didn't care, would say whatever. So I did. I wanted him to know because I think he thought because I was so outgoing and I knew so many people that maybe I wouldn't want to have a serious relationship. So that's why
Mm,
sometimes you do. You have to just put yourself out there and see what happens.
yeah, put yourself out there. I mean, do it with precaution, though, you know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I really, 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 I think the person that I am, I probably would tell him. I mean, I don't think I don't think I took your advice well.
I didn't take my advice well.
I don't think I did. I think I failed you on that one.
Yeah, it's okay though. Because
Yeah.
sometimes you do. Sometimes you want to know so that you're not wasting your time.
Yeah,
You
for
know,
sure.
if you're not
Definitely.
feeling me the way I'm feeling you, and you can't guarantee me that we will end up being together, then what? Why bother? There's so many
Mhm.
fish in the sea, as they say.
Yeah.
So don't waste your time. Life is too short, and you know, depending on how old she is, do we know the age range?
Yes. She did tell me. I just skipped over that part. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Just out of
She
curiosity.
is, yeah, she's 29.
Okay. All right. So she's still young. She's still
Yeah.
young. She has time. So, you know, God bless her. I hope it works out, but I think she should. I think she should let him know. And then definitely write us back. Let us know how that went as well.
Mhm. Yeah, we want to know. And if you guys, end up getting married and invite us to the wedding, I'll be the
Okay.
flower girl. Can I be
I'll
the
be the
flower girl?
MC or the DJ. One of the two.
Oh, she'll sing a solo. She'll be the wedding singer.
Yeah, yeah. And all the guests will scatter.
They'll appreciate
Once
you,
I
Ma. You have a voice of an angel. Didn't Grandma ever tell you that? She never told
no,
you that.
no one ever told me that. So
I'm telling
thankful.
you, you have a voice of an angel, Mom.
Nah.
Can you sing me a lullaby tonight?
See how she does me, Kympanions. I tell you. I tell you. Gotta love her.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you, Kimmy Chris.
Yes, Mama Bear.
This is me. This is me. This is not from a companion, but I wanted to
Oh,
ask you if you could, if you had enough money where you could do a lifestyle change, like you could afford to purchase something now, what would it be
oh my goodness.
that you
I
typically
think,
like couldn't afford?
yeah, I think I would actually, I don't want to say purchase a crew, but what I mean by that is I would have a person. I don't like I don't have like
Okay, how was
I
the?
like yeah, like
Oh,
glam squad.
okay.
But
I
I
don't,
would want to say that one more
I
time.
don't think you need that.
No, no, what I mean by like I want a personal trainer.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I would want someone to wake me up at a certain time in the morning, say, "Hey, come on, let's go personal train." Then I need someone to make me like a healthy breakfast, so I'll have a chef. You know, order my hair for me, so I don't have to do it myself. you know,
Right. Yeah.
just I don't know. I just want like a group of people just catering to me. When I get hot, they'll fan me. You
Yeah,
know?
I swear.
No, in all seriousness, I'm not joking about the personal trainer though. I would want a personal trainer. I would want someone to keep me help me keep myself structured pretty much, like a personal trainer, make me healthy meals. Like I don't know. I don't think I would buy a big house cuz I need to feel a little secluded.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Um I don't know. Like a little condo, a nice little condo. You know what? I would get like the cutest dog. Those little, what are they called, Mine? I want one so bad. What
Not
are they
little
called?
dogs. Uh, I am like the teacup, the little teacup puppies.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would name her. You know what I would name her? I would name her.
Champagne.
Who?
Champagne.
What? Champagne. No. I would name her Coco.
Coco. Okay.
Yeah, but with a K. K-O-K-O.
Mhm.
Coco. I'll take her everywhere. I swear.
That's
She would be
cute.
spoiled.
That's
Um,
cute.
I would get massages like maybe twice a week, facials. Yeah. I would
Okay.
do a lot of self-care stuff
That's
that I can't. Yeah. I think that's what I would do. All of my money, you know how much I love body products and oh, that's,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it would be endless. I
Okay.
would need a closet just for lotions and perfumes and
Mhm.
yeah,
Just silly stuff. Yeah.
girly stuff. And
Mm.
I love clothes, so I think I would. But I'm still shopping at TJ Maxx. I'm still shopping at Marshalls. I'm still going to
Yeah.
Ross. You know what I mean? I won't get too bougie.
Well, speaking of personal trainer, have you been working on your fitness at all?
So take a walk every day on my lunch break at work.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
I mean it's nothing too intense, but I do need to get in the gym.
okay. Do you monitor your
Just
steps?
I don't
Okay.
I don't monitor the steps though. I think it's about a mile though.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
something. Yeah.
give or take. Yeah.
Okay. That's good. For me, for my lifestyle change, definitely a personal chef. Like I eat out a lot, and while I'm trying to, eat healthy, I'll get like a salad or get, salmon, but then I go to the Mexican restaurant and I get, stuff I'm not supposed to really have either. But I love eating healthy. Like I love fruits, I love vegetables, I love all that stuff, but I just feel like there's not enough time in the day to like cook all the time. So
Right.
personal chef for me for sure. And I would also get a driver. You know how I feel about driving. Me
Mom,
and
you already
driving.
have one.
Yeah, but dad's getting older. Like he's getting
So
older.
are you.
I
How
know,
dare you? How you gonna say
but I
dad is
can't
getting
say
older?
anything about her dad. Believe me, this girl will knock my head off if I say anything about her dad. And you know what else she does? Like she'll be talking to him and then she'll be like, okay, find my favorite person in the whole wide world. Like she'll say that like in front of me. And I'm like, well, I'll be there. But it's okay. I understand. Nothing. No response.
I'm a daddy's girl, but I rock my mama's world.
Here she go. Such a
Yeah.
sweet talker. You're such a sweet talker. It's funny. She's so funny.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
no, well, no, Dad does. He drives me, but sometimes just to give him a break too. I think if
Yeah.
if we had the money, I would get a driver and a chef, and like you, like I don't want a big mansion, like a big house where
Are
someone
you
could be living.
sure?
No, I'm positive.
Because
I'm
I thought
positive.
you wanted all your kids to live with you. How are we all gonna live with you if we don't
So
have our?
I do want all my kids to live with me, but all my kids have said no, thank you. So now I'm over it. So I'm over it. Now I have to live for me and I don't need a big house. So like if I had a 6 bedroom house, like that would be fine. But I mean like those mega mansions, like the celebrities have like, 20,000 square feet. Like that's crazy to me. Like
Yeah, like
I
more
don't want
bathrooms than bedrooms. Like,
yeah,
what does that
like
even?
it's nuts. And I don't want a house where, somebody could be living in the West Wing and I don't even know that they're there, type of thing, No, I need to know what is happening in my house. So no, but I would love to have and you guys don't have to live with me, but like during holidays and stuff, if I had like a 6 bedroom house, then everybody could have their own bedroom when they came to visit.
Yeah, that sounds like a dope plan.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna keep begging. It's okay. I have
What
to let you
about the?
guys go. I
fly
do.
free, my
Yeah,
little birdie.
I guess.
So wait, the hope and the dream that you had this dream of having a compounds
Oh
with,
yeah.
yeah,
Oh
you
yeah.
wouldn't do
No,
that? You
I
can
still have that, but then you all would have your own home.
little
So I would
home.
buy,
Hmm.
yeah, we would have a compound where everybody would have their own home on that land. So you could still have some sense of privacy, and I think your mom is like in your business and like things like that. So yeah, I would
I
love
can see her having little binoculars just
that.
trying to scope us out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna have the blinds down always.
See how they do me.
She'll still be stalking us, you know. It's okay.
Just want to
With
bring something
love, cause she
safe.
loves us. Yeah, she's
Yeah,
Mama Bear.
this world is crazy. I just
Yeah,
need
I
to.
know.
Is it good? Yeah,
Yeah, but you know what? I like that plan.
yeah. So we have
Yeah,
to hit the lottery for that one. So that's my dream of like when we hit it big, hit the Mega Millions or the Powerball or something. That I will
Mom,
be.
do you even play?
Sometimes.
I'm like, how do you expect to win if you don't play?
I know. Remember that commercial back in the day? You got to be in it to win it. I know.
Right.
I play sometimes. I used to play a lot more often than I do now. I just forget, to be honest with you. I have
Mm-hmm.
so much going on. Like so, then lifestyle change. I would get an assistant, so my assistant would remember to go play Powerball and Mega
Wait
for
a
me.
minute.
Yeah,
Oh Lord, bless it.
I know.
Poor assistant. Poor
I do
assistant.
need an assistant though. I do feel like there's so much going on. Just so much. If you were here with
Yeah.
us, you know, you would know, you would see
Guilt
that.
tripping.
Yeah, I
Guilt
threw a
tripping.
little shade there, but she don't care.
That's not cool at all.
She don't care.
But
All
I
right,
hear you though, Mom. We gotta work on that, okay?
okay, all right.
It's crazy how it always falls on me. She has four other kids,
Cause she's the
companions.
oldest.
All that pressure.
She's the oldest. They tell
That's
her
crazy.
everything.
They do.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Oh,
Okay,
okay,
companions. Mama Bear, we got another DM.
okay.
Um, you ladies are so cute, by the way. Um,
Thank you.
they're so cute.
Oh, you weren't talking about me.
Mom, you're so self-absorbed. Listen up.
Okay. I'm sorry.
She
Go
did say that. She
ahead.
did, however, say, "Hi, ladies. I hope all is well with you. You both seem to have such an amazing mother-daughter chemistry."
Hmm,
Aw, thank you.
yeah.
She said, "What advice would you give other mother and daughters out there who don't have the same level of relationship with each other?" Aw,
Oh, that's cute. That's a good one. That's
that
a good
is a good one.
one. Yeah.
You want to go first?
Okay, I can go first. And it's funny too because your younger sister, we were talking earlier, and she's like, I know I'm your favorite. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, you think so? She was like, yeah. I said, well, actually, you all are my favorite. I said,
Mm-hmm.
whenever I'm with you, whoever I'm with is my favorite at that moment.
Mm-hmm.
She's like,
Mm-hmm.
no, that's not fair. But that's an interesting one. I would say just listen. Listen to your daughter. Listen to whatever she has to say, whether you agree with it, you don't agree with it. Just hear her out. I think some of the mistakes that I made, back in the day was, you guys would come to me, and before I heard the entire story, I was already ready to just, be on 10. So,
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that, I know where my flaws are now. I didn't back then. But I think in order to establish like a good relationship where, the communication is equal, you need to
Mm-hmm.
listen and then provide the advice. And, we don't always have to be ready to give the advice. Sometimes, your kids come to you and they just want to get stuff off their chest. They just want you to hear them out and not necessarily provide guidance. So I think that's one major thing. The other thing I would say is to make time for your children, and sometimes that's hard to do when you have more than one. Like, I don't know if this companion that reached out to you is an only child. I don't know if the mom's time has to be spread across all of her children, because that's kind of hard to do. A full-time job, full-time wife, you have, multiple children, they all have their own needs, but she has to find time to spend quality time with that child, because when they spend time together alone is when they open up more, you know
Mm-hmm.
because what if she has something she wants to talk to her mom about, but the other kids are around, she doesn't want them to know about it. So you have to just find the time to have quality time with each of your children.
For sure.
Yeah.
So, from I guess a daughter's perspective, I would just say, like, yes, you do see an amazing dynamic between a mother and daughter when we do this, but you also see a daughter, me, who, of course, loves her mom and can come to her mom for anything. I feel like, we have that friendship. We're best friends, but I also respect the fact that she's my mom first. So
Hmm.
I feel like respect is important as well. You want to, of course, have that friendship, but don't forget that your mom has feelings too, you
Hmm.
know, and listen to your mom as well, like you listen to understand. Sometimes, it's the opposite. It's like we listen and then we just react, but we have
Right.
to learn to listen and understand and comprehend, even in like arguments, and not necessarily between mom and daughters, but just between a spouse. Sometimes our goal is to be right, and
Yeah.
I don't want to be right. I just want to be understood. Like, even if I'm wrong, I still want you to understand where I'm coming from. You know what I
Right.
mean? So it's the dynamic between respect, communication, like you said, mom. Just cherish one another, you know?
And it's
That's
okay
it.
to disagree. Like,
Yeah, of
you don't
course.
have to agree on everything. It's okay to disagree, but
Mm-hmm.
give each other that level of respect where you can hear each other out. And then, two heads are better than one. If it's a
Mm-hmm.
problem that needs to be solved, work together, brainstorm to figure it out together. But yeah, the respect thing is true. Because I feel like I am, I'm a friend to all of my children. Some of you take it a little bit better than others. Like, the resources that you have, like you utilize them, like knowing, yeah, I'm your mom, but I'm also, I'm older. I come from a different generation, but I can also put myself in your shoes as well. So I think that helps too, because I'm
Mm-hmm.
forever 25 in my head. So we
Yeah,
can
we know. We know, mom.
yeah.
Yeah. But and appreciate. I think we tend to we don't appreciate our parents as we get older sometimes only because it's like, I'm grown now. I pay my own bills. I'm independent, but we're going to always need our parents.
Yeah,
And our parents are going to need us too as they get older.
absolutely.
I'm not putting my parents in a nursing home.
Mm.
They're coming to live with me. I mean, I'm going to stick them in the basement, but but all in all, they'll be
I'll
with
open
me.
your house, yeah. Do what you gotta do, girl. For real. That is hilarious. So, Kimmy Chris, we did get another companion reach out to us, and this
Mhm.
one is from a female, and she says that she is currently in a relationship with her boyfriend, but just recently her ex reached out to her, and he wants to meet up with her, and he will not give her a lot of information, like, because she went back and was like, well, what do you want, at this point, but
Right.
he's just like, hey, there's some things that I need to discuss with you, so I want you to meet up with me. So her question is, should she meet up with him, A, and B, should she tell her current boyfriend about it?
Okay. So you definitely should tell your current boyfriend about it. Because I mean, it's only right. You would
Hmm.
want him to tell you, I'm sure, if his girlfriend or his ex-girlfriend reached out to him. As far as meeting up with him, I think I would want to know what's like. What if he has like an incurable STD that he gave you that you don't know about? Like I'm just like that's just where my mind goes. Like
Yeah,
sometimes it's just
yeah.
unhinged. Sometimes like so you. I mean, I'm just curious. I would be curious as to know like
What it is
why,
once
like
this is
what is so important.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's a good point. I didn't even think about it on that spectrum, but yeah, I would say definitely let your current boyfriend know that this dude has reached out. And I don't know if I would wanna meet up with him, you know? And I guess it depends too on how they broke up, why they broke up. Like I need some more information before
Yeah.
I say whether or not I would meet up with him.
Mhm.
I would just need to know a little bit more detail. Or maybe meet up and bring your current boyfriend with him. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You can all have a chat, depending on how your current boyfriend would handle that. It depends. That's a tough one.
It is tough. But I mean, she should inquire more too. She shouldn't just back down. Oh, well, we got to meet, but I can't give you but so much information. You
Mhm.
can at least ask him what does it pertain to at least? Like what's the 911 emergency? What's
Yeah,
going
I
on,
think
sir?
I think she asked him, and he's just kind of like, he's not really forthcoming with the information. So that's the scary part for me. Like I
Yeah,
don't know.
make sure it's somewhere public. A
Like, you know,
public
yeah,
place with
like
a whole
say,
bunch of witnesses. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's why I would definitely tell your current boyfriend and, see what he has to say about it. Maybe he won't mind, or maybe he will say, no, I don't think that's something that you should do. So I don't know. I don't feel like we're helping her enough here.
So what advice would you give me, mom, if it were I who just came to you and said, you know, my ex just reached out and wants to meet up, knowing I'm currently in a relationship and, you know, what advice would you give me as your child? What would you say
I
to
would
me, mom?
I would first ask you if you still have feelings for him, because if you still have feelings for him, then deep down you're really gonna want to go meet up with him. And it could be because you miss him, or it could be you want him to see how great you're doing without him. It could be a multitude of reasons why you want to meet up with him. And whatever you decide to do, I'm going to be there. So if you're meeting with him, we're meeting with him. Like I'm going with.
Oh,
I'm going with.
oh,
Yeah, yeah.
mom.
There's those binoculars.
All right.
I would go with because, and we would definitely tell your current boyfriend. And I feel like if he's your boyfriend, he's your ex-boyfriend, then I should know him. Like I would have met him. Whether I liked him or not is doesn't matter, but I should know who he is. So he shouldn't be too taken aback if we walk in, let's say, a restaurant and I'm with you. And if it's that important, then it shouldn't matter if you come alone or not.
Right. Well,
If it's
would you
something
give
that
him a forewarning? You know, you know what I mean? Like,
want him
should I let him know that hey, I'm bringing my mom with me?
no, and the reason why I say no is because I don't have to necessarily sit at the table with you guys. I could be at the bar. I don't have to
Right.
sit there, because maybe it is something that, is not my business. So I'll be at the bar, but I'm not letting you go alone. No.
No, I love that, mom. Man, that's it's so comforting. Yeah, that's so comforting.
All covered,
No,
yeah.
no, in all seriousness, yeah, she's that mom. She's that mom, and we love her for that.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
sweetheart, listen, you a tough situation. Definitely for sure. We would say tell your current boyfriend
Mhm.
whatever decision you decide based on whether or not you actually want to see him. That's totally up to you. I mean,
But if you do go see him,
don't
look
go
hot.
alone. Oh, look
Don't go
hot.
alone and look
That's
hot.
what she
Yeah.
said. Look hot.
Yeah.
Don't go alone and look hot. That's the advice my mom gives you. I say, don't, listen, I'll listen wherever you are. Just make sure it's somewhere. I don't know. I wouldn't say a park, but just like you
Okay.
set the standards though. Like
Mhm.
you set things in motion somewhere. You know, you pick the place. You know, don't give him all the cards. You know,
Absolutely. Yeah.
right? Wouldn't you agree? Like you
I
know,
agree.
don't give him all the control. You
Yeah.
need some. You need to gain some control over that situation too. So
And if you go alone, definitely tell someone where you're going, where you're meeting him. Drop that pin, let them
yeah,
know
for
your
sure.
location. Yeah, just to be safe, 'cause you never know.
Yeah, and good luck. We don't want to be nosy, but we want to know where he.
Yes, please follow up.
Yes, please. Thank you. Thank you for entrusting us with
Yeah,
these details of your life. I mean, we keep everyone anonymous. As you can see, we don't give out names. So for anyone else out there that's looking for some insight on a situation that you may be encountering currently in your life, please, my mom I think she handles the emails because I'm not really. I have too many of my own personal emails, so she's good at that kind of stuff. But the DMs, you know, I'm good at that. I'm always
yeah.
in my DM, so you can DM our IG page, and I'll be there scoping it out.
Yes, yeah, definitely. Thank you guys. And you,
Unfortunately, companions, this is our time.
Hmm.
My mom wants me to herself now. We
Yes, I
want
do.
to once again thank you for the outpour of love and support that you guys have been showing us. Please, I think it's a little bit of confusion as far as like subscribing to our YouTube channel. So if you subscribe, you will get notified each time an episode drops. Each time an episode is released, you will get a notification if you subscribe. Now, if you don't know how to subscribe, I mean, it's simple. You just click on the subscribe button. I mean, you don't have to necessarily have a YouTube account or create one if you have a Gmail. Like, if you'll go to YouTube, it'll automatically populate like your Gmail login information. You can log in with your Gmail, and then it'll take you to YouTube, and then you can just subscribe. So, I
If
don't
I
know if
can
that
do it,
helps.
you can do it.
Yeah, I don't know if that helps much, but hopefully I directed you well. I'm sorry if I didn't. Maybe I should have did some more
And if you
research
have
before.
issues, just DM us and, we'll walk you through it. We have some Gen
Yeah,
Zers in the house who are very familiar with technology and how everything works. So if you
for
need help,
sure.
let us know. But yeah, that definitely subscribe so that you can get the notification when each episode drops. And we typically drop on Fridays as a way for you to have some, light and positivity and a little bit of humor to start your weekend off.
Yeah, and don't forget the wine when you're watching us.
Yeah.
We thank you once
Preferably
again.
red.
Yeah, my mom loves her red. I love my white. But once again, thank you all for tuning in. We will see you next week. We're wishing you an abundance of blessings. You know, be well, be great, be amazing. Above all, be true to yourself. We love you
Yeah.
for loving us the way that you do.
And be yourself.
Yes.
Thank you guys. We love you.
Love
Take care.
you.
Until next time. Bye, companions.